Hi guys, so in this video we're going to be discussing our third and final month's budget. We're recording this at the same time as we recorded month two's budget because we were really late on that one, so we do wear different outfits in this.
Yeah, we're not just wearing the same things. You're probably watching them at different times anyway, so you probably wouldn't even notice.
No.
So yeah, so the main monthly expenses we won't go into. Go back and watch our first month video. We'll go into that a bit more detail about just the same ones, that the Wi-Fi, the phone costs and insurances, which are just the same every month. So go back and watch them if you want to know them.
So this month's budget covers Germany, Switzerland and then back into France.
Yeah, so we love Germany. Really good. You can wild camp. So we really tried to, as we spent so much in the previous month, we tried to keep our costs down a little bit. So we tried to just do everything we could to just enjoy ourselves while also keeping our costs down a little bit more than what we did the previous month.
Yeah, so I don't think we hardly spent anything on campsites in Germany. We managed to just find plenty of really good free places to stay, which was really good and helped us to keep our costs down quite a lot. For this month we just slowed down our travelling massively, especially at the end in France. So we have spent a lot less on fuel this month compared to the month before. We've spent £292 on fuel this month, which is the least we've spent in all 3 months.
Yeah, which is half of what we've done the first month.
Yeah. So you can see the difference between how slowly we've been travelling this month compared to how quickly we got through the first month.
And that's with it really, the cost of fuel went up massively as well. Switzerland was one of the highest fuel costs that we had seen, so even though we was there, and Germany's fuel costs were quite high compared to Slovenia and France. Yeah, so we really tried to bring our fuel costs down, so high half of it we've done really well.
So our next expenditure was gas. Again, LPG, so we only spent £20 on that one this month, so not very much at all. We've just been using it a lot less because it's been a bit warmer, so we've not been having the heating on as much, which makes a big difference. We
have spent £240 on campsites, which is half of what it was the month before.
Yeah, and it's the least of the 3 months again.
Yeah. So we've done really well. Yeah, Germany was fantastic. Switzerland, we managed to kind of get by.
Even Switzerland wasn't too bad, to be fair. We did manage to find some free ones and cheap ones, so Switzerland wasn't too bad either.
And then France is amazing.
The best place of all for airs and the best free places to stay, definitely. So the next one is parking charges. So this is not places that we've stayed overnight, this is just when we go somewhere for the day or whatever, we have to pay parking charges, so that was just £15 this month.
So next one is food shopping. So again, we've spent out of 3 months, so it's £471 that we spent this month, which again is like £200 cheaper than what it was the first month.
I think we're starting to get our head around this money saving business now.
Yeah.
3 months into it.
Try and find out what to buy, how long it lasts, and just plan a bit better.
Yeah.
Whereas the first month I think we just went wild.
Yeah.
It's now once really, and that was in Switzerland, but it was expensive, and it was at the...
Yeah, that was in Lauterbrunnen, near the Stowback Falls.
Yeah, so go back and watch that video. It was really nice to try some Swiss food, but I think the meal was about £80 or something.
It was expensive.
So yeah, so that's where most of that cost has come from.
So our next cost is just miscellaneous charges, things that we're not entirely sure where or what we're spending it on, just bits and bobs here and there. That comes to £107.65.
The next one is attractions. So we have spent £78 on attractions.
Yeah, so that includes this month, that was the
Lint Museum.
The Lint Museum in Switzerland. We did the suspension bridge in the Black Forest in Germany.
So the next one is Lottie. Lottie's bills are really starting to add up now. She's been expensive this month. So we did find a few ticks on her. So if you go back and watch our Germany video, you'll see where we went to the vets and everything, but she's cost us £100 this month. That was going to the vets.
Yeah, and then going to a pet shop afterwards and buying a few products. So yeah, I think that's mostly what that is.
Oh, and we also had to get her tapeworm to go back to the UK.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so she's cost us a lot this month with 2 trips to the vets and a load of ticks.
So next we've got tolls, and that is €13. So that was, we went through a really long tunnel on our way from Switzerland back into France, and that was the cost for that.
Yes, it's like the longest tunnel we've ever seen.
Yeah,
went on for
really
miles and miles and miles.
Yeah. And when we came out the other end, there was like a toll station. We had to pay €13 for that, but that's all we've spent
yes,
this month on that, so that's really good. So next we've got vignettes, and that was in Switzerland. Again, we had to go to the petrol station and buy it when we got there, and that came to around about £30. And that lasts for the whole of the rest of the year.
So the next one is cash. So we've only spent £50 in cash this month. So we've really tried to keep that down as well. So we've really not spent a lot at all.
So the total for our third and final month in Europe was £2,039.21.
Yeah, which is well below our budget, which is £500 below our budget. So we've done really well, and we spent £800 less than we did the month before.
Yeah.
So it's a big swing.
Yeah. Now there is something we haven't included in that budget that we did do. The reason that we haven't included it is because it was kind of like a one-off thing that we wouldn't really have done in our van life travels, given different circumstances. So that was when we went to Centre Parks in France. So that was expensive, but that was for my birthday, which I had some birthday money for, so that kind of contributed to that. So that's why we haven't included it in this month's budget, because we don't feel like it's part of our sort of like van life travel budget.
It was just a quick spur of the moment, birthday treat, one-off payment.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, the whole amount didn't come from our van life budget. If there was birthday money involved in that. So that was sort of around about £640.
Yeah, so that was 3 full days?
That was 3 days. That was 3 days in Centre Parks. So that was an expensive trip, but if you know Centre Parks, you'll know that it is an expensive place to go to.
Yeah, but that includes all our food, drinks, activities,
everything,
accommodation,
everything we spent there over the 3 days. So yeah, we haven't included that. But even if we did, we still would have been down from our second month budget anyway. Would have been around about the same as our first month budget. So
yeah, so we've done well.
We've been pretty consistent each month.
Yeah, so I mean, it just proves that where you go makes a big difference. France and Germany are by far 2 of the best places that, I mean, 2 of our favourite places as well, but they really are suited for van life.
Yeah, definitely. There's not the sort of like wild camping restrictions and stuff. They're much more campervan friendly in those countries. Yeah,
but they also they build free airs specifically for campers that come with waste disposal, electric, and they're in really nice places as well, like really beautiful places.
Yeah, definitely. So you can tell that this way of travel is very popular in those countries. Obviously, when you do van life yourself, you'll see, like, everywhere you go, you'll see lots of campers from France and Germany, and it just proves it's a really popular way of travel in their culture. So sorry, we forgot to say in the last video that the total for all 3 months of our Europe van life travel, so that's 90 days, 6 different countries, was £7,402. So yeah, that's our final budget video for these first 3 months that we've done in Europe. So we hope that you've found them useful, and it's sort of given you an idea of how much it might cost if you're thinking about doing this sort of travel yourself.
And yeah, so we're heading back to the UK, so we are continuing to travel. So our next one will be a month in UK, so see how much we spend there, and we compare it to Europe then.
Yeah. Thanks for watching the video. If you've enjoyed it, please do give us a thumbs up. As we said in our previous videos, if you've got any questions at all about the budget or anything to do with the van life travels, please feel free to leave a comment on this video. We'd be happy to respond.
Yeah.
And we'll see you next time.